Well, my issue is not so much that lockpicking was overhauled and is no longer easy. It's that lockpicking was overhauled and is still useless. Why do I care about lockpicking? Somebody tell me what I really, really have to lockpick. Because I haven't bothered to do it in a really long time. Hey, Vanya, thanks very much. Really appreciate the gift sub drops in there. Have some mooses. Limited supply. Super, super valuable mooses. Triple moose salute. Prison escape. Isn't prison escape stupid right now anyway? Because you can't make the lockpicks anyway? that you need to escape? Isn't that the problem there? Lockpicking gunsmith safes? Why would you care? Guns are all over the place, and the chances that the safe has any is really small. So, I never bother to open safes anymore. Total waste of time. It's possible to do? Alright. I haven't tried the prison thing in a while, since they made the changes, so... I've just read people complaining about how they can't make the lockpicks for the prison escape. But I have no direct experience, so I can offer no opinion. I still maintain, though, lockpicking in general, as it's implemented in the game, is useless. With the sole exception, of course, of you're starting the scenario trapped in a cell, and you have to have a lockpick. That's different, of course. But for general use, the few things you would want to lockpick are either high chance to have nothing in them worth anything, safes, or doors that you can easily go around some other way. Or you can just ignore and go to another house. So also not necessary. So I just can't stand the lockpick lack of usefulness for all of the implementation that it gets. Just seems silly. Alright, that's just me though. Partly it's just my play style and my knowledge of the game. I just know too many other ways to do things, I guess. Bike shop. Ooh, a bike would be fun. So we get our vehicle going. That would actually raise my survivability a fair amount. Let's see if we can get to the bike shop. And check for vehicles. Well, hey there, zombie cop. It's nice having a bit of night vision and seeing enemies before they can see me. Let's go back in. Go out the back window instead. I checked this vehicle, right? Oh yeah, the police SUV. Police SUV! Safes and gun stores can have good stuff. If you say so. Part of it is just my general disdain for guns. I don't find them necessary 90% of the time, and I know where to get them too easily, and I don't usually care. So I'm constantly just leaving guns laying around or ignoring them entirely. What is this, house? This is a house. Whoops. Got my trail. He's on my scent. Show me a window. Show me an open window. Oh, he's doing that fast. Hey now. Hey now. You guys are trying to trap me. I see what you're doing. I don't know of any vehicles I can quickly use as cover. I have to burn some stamina to go north, or break a window to go into this house and try to lose them in there. This is another one of those double houses. Man, they like these now. Still full stamina. Let's... Again, I'm moving in such a way that I'm just using barely enough stamina to get a lead, and then I'm backing off back to walk mode again. Hey, another zombie. From today's patch, new improvised lockpick. No clue what changes that did. I don't know. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. What I want to see is patch more useful things to do with lockpicks. I could care less about changes to lockpicks. I want more gameplay features, functions, content that need lockpicks. Give me that. Then we can talk about how hard it is to make or get or use or so on. But right now, as it stands, there is very, very, very little reason to even care about lockpicks. So I could care less how hard they are to make or not make or so on. It's similar with water. It's all the water stuff. I can make an amphibious vehicle. Oh, wonderful. I could care less. There's nothing else in the water. Who cares? The world's infinite. Drive some other direction. You don't actually have to get across that river. Go somewhere else. If you want to make an amphibious vehicle just to say you've made an amphibious vehicle, more power to you. But you're not going to convince me that it's actually a useful thing to do. Alright. Restaurant ahead of me. There's no roaches in it. We could use that to get away. Ah, now we got zombie dog added to the mix. Now it's getting a little dicey. Now it's getting a little tougher. There's a decent unlockable vault in Banks that has a good CBM. Yeah, I mean, they stripped out the power armor and most of the other CBMs. I think there are still a couple of CBMs that they keep in the bank vaults. But again, not necessary to unlock your way in. You can either hack your way in via the computer, or you can just drive a vehicle into the wall and walk in through a broken wall. Do I need to lockpick it? I do not need to lockpick it. Plenty of other ways to get in there. So, like I said, getting a little chancier now. We got a fast mover. Zombie dog is now in the area. He supposedly hasn't seen or heard me yet, but I think that's going to change quickly. Yeah, he's coming this way. And there's something going on in the restaurant. I'm a little nervous now because I don't have a lot of cover nearby. If I go back south towards that house, I'm going to burn some stamina trying to keep ahead of these guys. Could try to use those two vehicles, but it's always dangerous to move into an unknown area when trying to run away from something, because you just get into worse and worse and worse problems with less and less and less stamina. Stamina is life. Well, how do you enjoy lockpicking when it's just have lockpick, press button? It's not like that's an enjoyable thing. If there was some actual mini-game or something involved, maybe. But there ain't. So I'm deciding, do I want to try to go in the restaurant? I think there's either zombies or it's flooded with cockroaches, which would be really bad for me. Or I come around the corner and go into a vehicle, through it, and out the other side. But again, it's unknown territory. So, I'm tempted to go back south. I don't like moving further and further into danger. So if we split south, I think I have enough stamina that we can get into the house and I can lose the current chasers. Well, hey there, other tough zombie. It is getting a bit sticky now. Yeah, when you're doing the escapes on from prison or whatever other islands, and you want to avoid getting bit by things in the water, you just have to make your boat wide enough that they can't be adjacent to you, and be careful with your diagonals, just like we have to be with cars and hitchhikers. But you can build the thing with enough materials and time, at least, to prevent them from being able to bite you while you're floating around in your boat. I gotta make the call here. Northeast, use the vehicles as blockers, and then the fences again, like I talked about earlier. I could go that way. It's a good chance I can lose them via that method. Or I kick up the sprint, cut south, and then hope I don't run out of stamina before I either get to the building or the dog doesn't catch me, which is what I'm mostly worried about. Let's try the vehicle route. Well, thanks for breaking the window so all the cockroaches can get out. Now I'm in danger of a grab. Oh, crap. This is starting to look a little icky. That's a long way to run with no cover. I don't think I can make it past this guy before he's going to get adjacent. He's going to have several chances to grab me on the way by. If he grabs me and I've got all three of these, I'm going to be in big trouble. southerly sprint or in through the window, out through the door. I think that might be the better call. Run mode. There's zombie. The moment, all I care about is getting interfering terrain between me and them while I'm not running. So I went to run mode just to get through the window, then I immediately switched back to walk mode. And now I'm maneuvering in a way that if they know where I'm at, they're going to have to cross this rougher terrain, which will slow them down. Then I'm going to move up and go out the door, assuming it's not locked from the inside somehow. Close it behind me, and then I'll shuffle through the vehicles to finally get rid of all of my pursuit. So he'll have to take at least a round to bash through that. We'll have the scent trail. Let's see, I could loop back right now. I could just loop back south. I may not need to go through there. If they do get held by the door just a little bit longer, that might be enough. Whoops. Well, hey there, other zombie. I'm gonna loop back. That's the first part of the door going down. Everything that was over here that knew about me chased me into the restaurant, so it should be fairly clear out here now. The kind of stuff I think about when I'm doing these maneuvers. I try to explain how I can survive in city environments like this. And I sometimes forget to talk about kind of what I'm thinking about and planning and how I know certain things. Scent trail, for example, that's what they're following to track me via scent. I haven't shown this in a little while. I only show it for demonstration purposes. You're not intended to play with it on, but I do this just for tutorial purposes. So the shows where I've been, so the scent trail petered out completely here, and you can see as I moved, the numbers are larger and larger until it gets to me, and they're the nice big numbers. So they decrease a certain amount per round. And the zombies that are in the cloud just follow the numbers. They just go from one number to the next bigger number. So if a zombie was standing here, it would look for the next bigger number, move there, and so on. And that's how the scent trail works. So when zombies are finding you, and you know they shouldn't be able to see you or hear you, this is why. It's your scent trail. And there are certain thresholds. Some zombies have better noses than others. So I think standard zombies can't smell you below like a 10 threshold, something like that. So 10 or below, and they can't pick up enough scent to actually follow it. So turn that back. Hey now. Or not. Back off. Alright, we'll go avoid the squirrel and keep looking through this house. I think at this point, I'm going to go ahead and just smash a window. What do we got? Balaclava, kimono, pet pack, bike helmet. Pretty fun stuff, but this character's fairly advanced. Somebody did follow me. Ham radio, we'll grab that. And boxing monthly. I think I've already got enough skill that that's not going to help me any. Back out. Hey, Mr. Zombie. So, some of the tough zombies followed me down. We do have stairs, but I don't want to try to take advantage of that right now. We'll just grab a few quick items. Leather touring suit. Fun for leather, but I'm not worried about collecting that yet. Alright, out the window. So, we're being chased again, so I do need to get rid of this guy. I don't think we'll have a problem this time, though. Or we could go back in through another window. Out of the way, squirrel. Uh-oh. Sound cues are important. Go just right through the middle here, see if there's any other vehicles. Nope. Whoops. Hey there, zombie. We'll go this way. I didn't open any other doors or windows on this side. Alright. Feel free to break through all those. Let's head back home. We'll drop our current gear off. I'll reconsider what's going on. Is the Ark going to be moving or stationary? It's going to be moving. We're a combat mechanic. With mechanic skill 8, we are going to be making a super vehicle. A big vehicle. With lots of lasers and stuff. Whatever I can put on it. Big old ram up front, some lasers. All the fun stuff I don't normally do with my vehicles and my challenges. And we're also going to have to make it so that it can contain crazy-ass critters that the audience is going to vote on that I have to somehow capture and contain within our mobile Ark. And the end of the challenge will be when I've captured all of the designated critters, 2 each, in the vehicle. The hard part will probably be finding the critters, because they're going to pick things that it's going to be up to the RNG, kind of like the albino penguins, and then I'm going to have to go try to trace them down. Alright, let's drop some stuff. Why did I take the shooter's earmuffs with me? That was kind of silly. Keep that. Drop food. Keep the trench knife, actually. What is the comparison? I think hunting knife, I think, is cutting versus trench knife piercing. Yep. I need 1 for actual weapon to kill with, trench knife. Plus it gives medium block. Hunting knife is useless for me except for if I'm going to be butchering, which I may never do. We'll leave it. It's the best butchering tool, bar CBMs. Don't need the makeshift knife either. Goodbye. Actually, do I? Does this have even basic cutting abilities? Butchering, cutting, fine cutting. Yeah, it does. Alright. As long as it covers those, we don't need this. Nothing has been locked in on the animals. I'm going to put up a straw poll over the weekend, and I'll announce it on my Discord and Twitter and all that stuff. And I'll list the different critters that I've seen people mention, and we'll do a straw poll, and we'll pick that way. Or if you have suggestions, make sure you hit my Discord channel and put it in the suggestions section. That's the best way. That makes it easier for me to have one place to look, to keep track, because I won't get to retain all the chatter in here, and I'm going to forget your guys' suggestions. So if you want me to heed your desire, make sure you pop over to my Discord and just drop a note in there. I'm just checking through chat real quick. So yeah, no bizarre creatures have been decided. No, we're not actually building a boat. We're not going to make the Ark amphibious. I have no interest. Shoggoth is actually easy. I talked about it at the very beginning. Shoggoth is a lot easier than you might think. First, they're slow, they're easy to maneuver, and all I need is 1 Shoggoth, because I can turn 1 Shoggoth into 2 Shoggoth easily. So Shoggoth would actually be a pretty easy one for me to acquire. And they're easy to locate. They're in a few places, so. Human snails, that would be pretty ugly. Yeah, that would be a bad one. You still need the makeshift crowbar? I don't technically, because we have the hammer. I just usually carry it around like that as my weapon of choice for smashing windows and doors and so on. I don't use it much for the prying ability, mostly just for the breaking crap ability. As far as I know, you can make damn near anything float, but I just don't have an interest in doing it. There's no reason to do it. So Nope, we are a combat mechanic. We're going to make a big super truck, and we're going to be happy with it. Yeah, there's lots of baseball bats. They're not rare. We'll oops. We'll grab one if we go back to that basement, but I'm not too concerned about it. I mostly avoid fighting early on anyway. Alright, that gets me back down to my basics, I think. Do I want to roll around with the extra backpack? I don't think I do. I'm not picking up that much quantity. So we'll leave the leather backpack as a backup. Other than that, the gear's still in good shape. We're not taking that many hits. We've got plenty of food, even not counting the crazy amount of rations that don't stack their indicators. We've got butter. I don't think I'm going to make it through all the butter before it starts going bad. Hey, we're back to normal weight somehow. How did that happen? All we've been doing is just running around a little bit. Let's have some butter. Full and turgid, my preferred state of being. Alright, where to next? So we've hit this roadway, that section. Vehicle is what I'm really looking for. We've got most of the generic stuff that I would need from houses. We'll still find a few odds and ends here and there that might be fun, but that subway and the pharmacy is actually a target that I would like to hit. The subway, we may or may not be able to maneuver our way into the lower level and get to the equipment room. Yanking a working jackhammer out would shortcut a lot of my needs. Pharmacy, you know, for pharmacy reasons. A little tougher to get to those. And we didn't quite make it to the bike shop. I think I'll head back here. We'll try to get to the bike shop again. And we'll just keep trying to push and see if we can manage to get over to this corner. I just don't like having to retreat back through this kind of an area or neighborhood. Makes it kind of rough. Alright, gotta check one other thing before I do that. Ooh. Alright. Guess I should have that on. I think it stops automatically, but... Which one had the bats? It was the northern one? Was it the penguin spot? Or was it this one? I've already forgotten. The zombie in here? It was this one. No? There you go. We has a baseball bat. Now we can smush some zombies. Our zero... Actually, let's pop a window open. A couple of them. In case I have to come through here again in a hurry. Okay, bike shop first. Let's see if we can get a hold of a bike. Might be willing to roll around with a headlamp on if we get a bike. Hey, zombies. Ah, damn runner again. Every time I try to go to the bike shop. This is where all the... Whoa! Well, hey there, buddies. This is getting kind of complicated pretty quick. Could make a dash through the radio station. There's ins and outs I could use there. Or we could run around to the end here and hit these other houses. Oops, oh crap. That almost got dangerous. Soldier following me too? Ah, I wanted to go south before that guy got there and grabbed me successfully! So, finally got some damage. Soldering iron. There's an open window. A little concerned about going downstairs with a bunch of guys following me. Especially when the downstairs is full of rats. Don't want to train up my dodge. More shooter's earmuffs. Alright, first thing, drop the bat. And in place. Put pressure on the wound to stop the bleeding. Come on. There we go. Take a game system. Nothing else. Zombies in the garage. Bondage suit. Laundry basket. I still haven't seen any rollerblades or anything recently. Codeine's good. Out we go. That house is not completely done. I think we pulled the zombie out of the garage. Nothing else. Should we try to make our way back to the bike shop again? Now that we pulled all the zombies away. Hey, another vehicle chance. Come on, come on! No wheels. Nothing has wheels. Oh. Not standing in the right spot. Yeah, I don't need any of that. Tough son. Whoa. If I go into the vehicle... No, I do not want to go in that vehicle. I want to back up. Oh, hey there, telekinesis zombie. Good thing I have a wooden bat in my hands. Damn, this place got crowded fast. Like, really crowded. This one I am going to go right through the vehicle. Son of a bitch. I got that big of a lead on me? Alright, we need to reset this situation. We're going to go out and away north while I get my stamina back. I could still be following my scent trail, so I gotta be careful of just standing still out here. Nice side window that's open would be great right about now. But we got at least some options, so now we're going to wait. Not sure where I heard that from. You suddenly feel so numb. Just don't want to give any good windows, man. It's a weird split here between these. I think I'm going to go for breaking that window right there. Brownies! No, I was not calling you, zombie dog. Hey! I'll take an atomic coffee maker. 13 pounds. Give it to me. Wasn't talking to you, buddy. It's not time to go for your walk yet. You got 20 more minutes. You gotta wait. I'm grabbing bacon. I found bacon. Back scabbard. What do these hold now? Does it say? Can be stored in, but it doesn't show you what you can store in it. No, we tend to see a lot of these. I'm not going to worry about the back scabbard. Another leather backpack and a duster. Oh. There we go. Gotta be patient and keep looking. 20 codeine and antiseptic. Fresh watermelon. Fresh watermelon worth. All water, right? 48 calories, 28 quench, and some joy. I want some watermelon joy. Oh, we ran out of watermelon joy. Need some pear joy. Nope, no pear joy either. Oh, the top hat. We'll hold off on that. Where the hell am I? So we're done here. I really don't want to go right down the middle of Main Street trying to get to the far side. Get to the pharmacy. Especially the lack of houses scares me. It's hard to find cover easy with the lack of houses. I think I'm going to have to wait and try to come back at it from this side. I don't believe you. Ooh, zucchini. Pickled herring. Uh-oh. This the pot basement? The gamer basement? What killed that zombie? Sewer gator? What do you think? What killed that zombie? Let's fight right here. Still somebody in there. Critical for 11, huh? And it's a tough zombie. Arg. And it's a full strength tough zombie. I'm grabbed. He inherited the grab. Must be nice. Come on now. God dang it, I hate these kinds of fights. If I didn't want to check the rest of this basement, I would not be sacrificing my hit points like this on an imperceptive healer character. Hounds of Testicles? Not even close. Hounds of Tendalos. Way more damage than I wanted to take. But I didn't want to back off of this special basement. That wasn't worth it. That's not worth it. Machinery. Another soldering iron. Copper wire's okay. We already got goggles. Don't care about UPS conversion mods. I'm still curious what killed this zombie. Oh, crap. It wasn't these. You guys can stay in there. Come on, stop the bleeding. Yeah, yeah. Lightly weary. I don't think we're going to get done what I was hoping to get done before this evening has to end. They might not be able to hit me very often for damage. Let's ditch. Oh crap, my molly pack. I don't want to lose my molly pack, and I don't have the ability to repair it yet either. That's almost worse. More of the same. Alright, yeah, I was hoping for better. Wasn't worth the damage I took to hit points or to the my gear. Probably best if we back off now. I'm really starting to push it. I don't believe you. Collaptic psychosis. Keep trying to fool me. We'll read the books. We'll drop off the food. Drop off the soldering irons. And the game system. And the coffee maker. Otherwise, we're good to go there. Unfortunately, we have not been picking up tailoring books, or any other real list of books. So, Fab to 3, electronics, handguns, tailoring to 1, survival, electronics, and cutting. So not terrible, but still. Definitely not what I was hoping to grab. Given our character's abilities to absorb books. Go with, man, I don't have that many regular bandages either. We're gonna have to do some makeshift bandages. I can be seen through the windows to the north. I don't think I'm gonna worry about it. Let's do, candle. No. Oh, that's right. I have no rags. I didn't bring back any real supply of rags. Alright. You to here. Sheet. And 9 whole rags. That's fine. Ooh. What the heck? Well, now I'm confused. I just cut up a sheet to get 9 rags. Ah, that one. Alright, that's all I care about for the moment. Makeshift bandages. Give me that many. Then do boiled makeshift bandages. Using... I don't have enough clean water. Fine. Make clean water. As many as we need. Then go back and do the bandages. Oops. Oh. However. There we go. Boiled makeshift bandages. And we'll throw some antiseptic on those. What do I have? First aid 1? Or whatever we're calling it now. Healthcare 1. Okay, that's fine. I don't have a sleeping spot here. I didn't really set up for that. Could have grabbed a sleeping bag. Could have set up something. We could run back to a house and take a nap in the house, but I don't want to wake up in the daylight and have to run back again. Could run over to the LMOE, sleep over there. What made me choose to back off? Mostly the fatigue, the weariness. As soon as you start getting into any degrees of weariness, it rapidly becomes a bad thing if you get into a fight, because your cost to attack literally gets multiplied. So if it costs 100 to swing your bat, when you're not weary at all, it might cost 150. When you're lightly weary, 200 when you're weary, and so on. And it just keeps going up. As I demonstrated at the end of the last challenge, when swinging the axe one time cost 900 action points. So, better to back off. We were taking some damage, gear was getting tore up, and it's better to just back off. Alright, so we got that done. I don't even have a blanket. I didn't bring a blanket back either. I guess we're going to go back out again. I need to at least put together... I have the materials, I just need Fab 2. Temperature is fine, so yeah, we can do that. We can get Fab 2 real quick and easy. Where are we at currently? Fab 1.5. Oh. Let's do the washboard. Followed by the kit. Ran out of rags again. I used up every single one, did I? Fine! Man. Alright, so we got the kits. Ooh. What else? Shoulder strap. Be good to carry a shoulder strap around because in case we find a weapon I do want to get done. That'll give us some more XP. Oh, just use bags. How we doing? We're hardly getting any XP. I need something a little larger or more of them. Or I could just read the book, which go by quick too. A wooden shed stick? Short, thin, flat wooden stick used as a tool while weaving cloth with a loom. Oh, got it. Yeah, the shed. I understand what that is. I don't really need any of these things, so I think I'll just read my way to it. Fab 2. Where are we going to put the bed? Put the bed. I don't really need the computer. We could move everything somewhere else, but we're not going to be here long enough for me to care, I don't think. Move that back to there. And we'll make the bed right next to the window. We have a bed. How about a blanket? Thread and lots of rags. Yeah, I should have brought a blanket. Oh well. We don't technically need it right now. We are overweight. Yay! Have some yucky food. Always best to eat the yucky stuff right before you sleep. That way you sleep off the negative morale from eating nasty stuff. We're going to get some light from the open windows, but I don't think it'll penetrate far enough to wake me up. So. Oh, wait. This is where my... Oh, now I remember. Now I remember. I'm going to get really annoyed because of all the interruptions waking me up. Even the ones that are only in my mind. Let's see how that happens now. Maybe they change things. You fall asleep, 4:30. Feeling better. Oh, crap. It is bright light over here. That's not good. I didn't think it would reach this far. So far, we're staying asleep even with the light. Oh, there we go. 10:20. Well, that's good enough. We got rid of the tired status. Oh, that's where the light's coming from. I broke the door there, so it's shining light down the stairwell. Damn it. I forgot about that. Not a good place for the bed now. Should have put it up here somewhere. That's okay. Easy enough to make a blindfold. Hungry! Still overweight. Let's have some sports drinks just to get rid of them. One less thing to carry. Oh, and butter. More and more butter. $10:30. So, yeah, I'm not sure. We might spend some time just reading here during the day. Take another quick nap. I need to remember to bring back a blanket and a pillow with me on the next trip. For however long we're going to be here. We could just take a trip down the road. Fast move down the road looking for vehicles. We can repair damn near anything if we just grab the parts. It's just things like completely missing wheels we can't do much with. Easily, anyway. But we got options. Still, the only places really left in this town I want to take a look at are the subway, if I can get in there, and the pharmacy. We can raid those two. We're sitting pretty good. But even a bike is optional. And even more so, I want to get a vehicle. Our chances of getting a working vehicle in a small town like this are fairly low. Could make him catch chicken walkers? No, you can't. Those aren't in vanilla anymore. Those have been gone for a while. Yug would be fun. Yug would be pretty entertaining. They're also extremely hard to come across. Even if you go to research facilities and that, you're not likely going to run into them. I very rarely run into yugs. I'm always excited when I see one. Yeah, there are emergency blankets. Right now, it doesn't matter. I'm fine on temperature, and nothing's going to fluctuate much, so... What plan do I use? What material do I plan to use? Depends on what I use as the base. If I start from just absolute scratch, I'm going to need a bunch of military vehicles for raw materials, because typically I go heavy duty frames, and the military armor and all that. Power is not usually hard to come by. Focus is drained, no MP3. I have this conversation quite often. I could care less about my focus when I'm reading and training and stuff. I long ago just stopped caring about it. It affects me very little, and the effort to try to micromanage your focus gets you very, very little return. So I just don't even bother anymore. I do it every once in a while just to kind of show newer players what it is and how it works and all that kind of stuff, and they can you can all make your own decisions on whether you wanted to use it. But while it sounds simple and easy, the actual net benefit is incredibly small, because no matter what you do to your focus to bring it up, at whatever number you start at, as soon as you start fighting, reading, crafting, whatever, the drain is so massive, it's going to drop within half an hour, and it's going to equalize at a certain point based on the difficulty of the book you're reading. So I could start at 120 focus and be getting 120 XP right at the start. Sounds great. But almost immediately as I start reading, this number is going to drop, and it's going to settle at about 50 or 60, depending on the book I'm reading. And it'll stay that way for 90% of the time that I'm reading. So I get this little tiny advantage bump at the front end, and then that makes no difference whatsoever after that. And the key presses involved, and trying to micro my music and my food and my happiness and all the other stuff, I just stopped caring. The benefit is just too short-lived for me to be worth the time and the effort. But I mean, I play differently than most folks, because I'm kind of on a tight keep getting things done schedule for streaming purposes, and I don't in any way try to actually micromanage to the full extent of my knowledge of the game, because things would be moving so slow nobody would want to watch. So I run this fine line between what I bother to do and what I don't, because I just know the game so well, and I know a lot of the things I could do that would technically be the right thing to do. I just don't care, because it's not going to affect me that much, and I'm more concerned about my real-world time than I am saving in-game time or having something take slightly less amount of time in-game and all that. So that's what's up there. We are a non-denominational, delusional, collaptic, psychotic spiritualist. So we're not picking sides. Have I seen the latest progress on the tile sets? I have not. I don't follow them in any way. If I see a post at some point that says X tile set now up to date with all of the textures and all the tiles, I'll go look. But as far as I know, they're all still well behind getting all the tiles. So, and I don't like the looks of some of them. Part of that's just me having so many hours using either chest hole or variations like some Dead Guys derivation. So some of them I just don't like the looks of. Others I just don't really care because they're so far behind. Yep, chicken walkers and the tanks are gone. They've been gone for quite a while. There are no easy fixes for the focus drain. They're all time-consuming fixes. Please remember that this is coming from the jaded guy who has multiple thousands of hours playing the game. But focus, it's just a matter of eating fun foods, having music constantly playing, and getting the comfort bonuses, which is a very small bonus. But like I said, no matter what you do, it's only going to give you a very, very tiny advantage right at the start, and then it's not going to make any difference. So make your own decisions on whether you think it's actually helping you or not, and you want to take the time to do it. You'd be interested in seeing your knowledge be applied to the fullest? I wouldn't. I honestly wouldn't. Focus is important to understand how it works. You have to make your own decision on whether the micromanagement to try to keep it up is worth it, because everything you do takes time. One of the ways you can raise your focus, it's all based on morale. So I don't know how much people that are asking me questions understand about how this works, but morale controls focus. You can see here, total morale, focus is trending towards. Raise your morale, your focus raises in lockstep. Low morale, and you cap your max focus. Focus is a direct multiplier as a percentage to the XP that you gain. So at 112 focus, if I swing my sword or shoot something, I gain XP. I get 112% XP for that action towards whatever skills apply. So it's great to have high focus. The problem is you can't maintain it. It always will drain very, very quickly during any activity. So it's a consumed resource that actively drains every time you use it. So whether that's reading a book, whether that's fighting, whether that's crafting, doesn't matter. It's going to drain very, very quickly. It's the act of trying to recover the focus that takes time and is, in my opinion, not worth all the effort. I don't mind turning on a radio and having a music source. That kind of thing is simple and it helps a little tiny bit, but actively going through your food inventory and constantly trying to sort through this list to find the joy column to see what foods are going to give you a benefit. Like Toastums plus 20, that's the strawberry Toastums, that's yummy stuff. So if I ate the Toastum, I'm full now, but I would get a morale boost, which would then give me a focus boost. But it's a short-lived bonus. It only lasts for a short period of time, combined with it being totally obliterated by how quickly the focus drains. If the focus didn't drain so hard during any activity, I would have a completely different opinion. But watch my focus. Here's an example. So focus is 112 currently. I'm going to open a window, and I'm going to read a book. Let's just read this fab book. Watch how quickly that focus goes away. So we're just going to read. And it's going to drop straight into the toilet. Come on. Hardly any time's gone by. This one's not too bad because it's a fairly low-level book. So it's not quite as good of an example. Oh my god, the constant interruptions. But the problem is, the drain is so heavy, it's going to equalize at about, I don't know, 70 or 80 with this particular book if I don't gain the level sooner. And then I have to wait for it to regain, and it takes a lot of time. Meanwhile, all my morale bonuses are fading off, so all of my food bonuses are faded and so on. So, I'm not saying focus is bad. I'm saying, for me, I don't find the e-press tedium of trying to maintain it to be worth the effort. I would rather just get on with my real-world life, earn a little less experience per unit of time in-game, but save my out-of-game time, which I value much, much higher. So, if it takes me... How to explain this? If it takes me a day to gain a level in-game, and it takes me an hour of... or not an hour, let's say 10 minutes of real-world time to do that, while maintaining a high focus by micromanaging the hell out of everything, but I can spend 3 games in day, triple the time, and only spend 1 minute of my real-world time by not even caring about focus, I'm almost invariably going to take the 1 minute of my real-world time. So, technically, I am being horribly inefficient in-game, because I'm taking 3 days to get a level instead of 1 day to get a level that I could achieve, but I'm saving 10 times the amount of real-world time in order to do that. So, part of this comes down to realize I know everything about the game for the most part. I'm not omniscient. I do make mistakes. I make errors. I'm wrong. But for trying to keep track of a game this complex, I've got most of it in my head at most times. And that means that I know where everything's at. I know how to get everything. I know what pace I need to be moving at. I know too much of that kind of stuff. And it doesn't mean anything to me to go collect all the stuff and have these huge piles of gear and so on, because I know where to go to get it. So, in-game time doesn't mean a lot to me. I factor what I know of the evolution rating and how hard the enemies are going to be, and I keep all that in the back of my head. and I know how fast I'm going to advance the character, and I can take a character easily from a nobody to a mutant cyber god walking the earth and slaying everything easily within a very, very compressed short period of time in-game. So I have no real respect for time passage in-game because of all this. So that's why I don't value in-game time all that much. People are constantly pointing out, you could have done this and saved this time, or could have done that and it would have been better. You're all absolutely correct. You're spot on, 100% correct. I agree with you. I could have done it that way. I could have done it better, differently, and so on. I just don't care. It doesn't mean anything to me. It's not affecting my gameplay. It's not what got me killed. None of that stuff. So there's a big difference between being correct and being functionally irrelevant. You can be correct, and I cannot care because it means nothing to me at the same time. So that's just kind of the way it gets after you've played a game so many hours. But I do still enjoy the game very much, as obviously I keep playing it. And it's mostly those emergent gameplay situations where I'm sitting here staring at the screen for half an hour before I make a single 1-second move. And that's where I gain the entertainment, because those things still do crop up and do still surprise me. What would get you killed during this challenge? I don't know. I can be killed during even standard generic game world challenges. There's lots of things that could kill me. Lots of certain circumstances that I could just get unlucky and could get trapped or grabbed or all sorts of things. So it's a big game. A lot to it. Nobody always stays alive. Everybody can be killed. The morale enhancement device, yeah. Always important to have the morale enhancement device as well. Yeah, but very much, I don't play the way everybody else does, so when you hear me talking about some of this stuff, just understand where it's coming from and my position on it. But I'm very much an advocate for player knowledge. I want you guys to understand how the mechanics work and then make your own decisions. I don't expect anybody to play the way I do or agree with my opinions or my play style and so on. Make up your own choices. So I just want to educate, not advocate. How to approach bandits without murdering them or self-intent. Yeah, turn off NPCs and, well, bandits. I don't run into bandits too often. Alright, what we got to do, though, is I'm running overtime. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm gonna go take Zombie Dog for a walk and get something to eat. That's it for tonight, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and save and quit right here. Part 1 of our new series on Noah's Bizarre Battle-Ark. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to try hard to press for getting the Battle-Ark started as soon as possible and get the critter collection going. So like I said, make sure you have opinions. Keep an eye out for the straw poll I'll put up about what critters. I'll ask my Discord community to make suggestions too. And then we'll poll it, and that's what'll be on the list. So, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Thanks for all the support, everybody, this evening and at all times. I'll be back tomorrow with some more streaming. What the hell was the schedule? What did I say I was going to inflict upon myself tomorrow? Where'd you go, schedule thingy? Trials of Fire. We'll finish off our Trials of Fire current adventure. And then, oh yeah, Mischief Maker. 7 Days to Die with Make'em multiplayer. Well, that'll be fun. So, hope to see you then. Have a great evening. Stay safe out there. Actually, let's go see, is rating working, or is Twitch broken on that stuff too? Nah, let's just